Hello everyone, welcome to another video. In this video, we'll talk about the B2G concept, that is business to government. First, let's understand what is business to government. So, business to government is a business model that refers to businesses selling products, goods, services, or information to government or government agencies for government related operations. Now, So before we move on to B2G bids and tenders and how it's worked, let me give you some examples of prominent B2G businesses in India, some of which are Remix Software, Senseware, CityMart, etc. Now, let us understand how does B2G works. So the government agency works with pre-negotiated contracts. The government puts out tenders. To put out a tender basically means to ask companies to say formally how much they would charge for the particular project. We can call each formal submission as a bid. The government selects one of the best bidders and that companies get the B2G contract. These contracts exist at national, state or local levels. To make you understand this concept better, let me explain with an example. So for example, the Indian government wants to build a highway. It get in contact with the contractors or the companies working in the construction space. It lays out its projects and tenders. Once the construction companies lay out formally the costing for the project or basically bid their price, the government selects one company or the best bidder based on various categories, for example, price efficiency, trust, past work, etc., and give the contact to that particular company. So, now what are the possible B2G scenarios or where does B2G work? So, I was listening to a podcast about a month ago and they jokingly said the government purchases everything from toilet papers to tanks. Now, let us see what are the possible sectors or spaces in which the B2G scenario works. For example, purchase of products and services. The B2G processes online, recruiting new employees, lobbying, public private partnerships, etc. Now, let's understand what is so special about the B2G relationships. First point being, authorities assign the required contract to private companies. Second, orders are attractive for companies. Now, what does attractive really mean here? Attractive being the government projects are usually large scale projects. That is, there is a lot of scope for the company. Now, there's always a secure source of income. By secure source of income, I mean the government projects are associated with more security and the authorities are always answerable. The government is always very transparent with the taxes, commitment, etc. And also, another aspect being the motivations are different. For example, unlike business to business companies, the B2G companies do not operate for profit. There is no profit oriented project in the government, and there is no personal incentive. The government projects are always welfare driven and to serve the taxpayer. Fourth point being, business to government transactions are used to convince agencies of benefits of the company's products and services. Fifth point being, there is a scope of creativity and welfare in businesses. The government contracts give a lot of business opportunities to present the products and services that can possibly benefit the local communities. For example, innovations for waste disposal or energy efficient models, etc. Now, let us understand some marketing strategies for B2G businesses. Like all other businesses, the B2G businesses also need to understand the customer and in which space they are working and offer constant updated products in the highly tech driven world. They need to build a compelling website to support the strategy and brand positioning. Be clear with the strategy you adopt as a company and where do you position your brand in what particular space and matter. Build trust and credibility. So, trust and credibility is a huge factor if you are working in the B2G businesses space. Develop content marketing programs. So, you need to have a story as a content and tailor that to the particular market you are working in. Meet the educational need. This is also a very important aspect for the B2G businesses. Attend events and foster public relations. There are a lot of companies that have been successful majorly by hosting events, panel discussion, and writing blogs and articles out of those and building strong relationships with the people that share the same core value. Use CRM tools and marketing automations. So, CRM tools are basically customer relationship management, which mean maintain relationships with existing and future customers to retain the growth of the organization. So basically, always having an active customer base. Use targeted campaigns and ads from account based marketing to geofencing. This is, I believe, a standard strategy for all the businesses out there. Offer 3D or virtual reality experiences. So, to sum it up, I would like to sum this point into being constantly updated with the kind of tech that attracts audience, and obviously use social media to build relationships, write blogs, articles, have a strong social media presence, email, newsletters, etc. Now, let us talk about the advantages of being in the B2G space. It eliminates the process of standing in long queues, wanting to order and pay for your product. Obviously, since the government works on bids and tenders, available 24/7 in the fast world of e-commerce, there's nothing not available 24/7 if you're talking about the B2G space. It is easier to compare prices between products. Confidence when purchasing certain items, other may feel uncomfortable. Like I said, there is always a sense of trust in the B2G space, which acts as a very successful which acts as a very successful method. Now, picking up in a store, stores are located at the click of a button, no need to leave home. This is also associated with the e-commerce we've been talking about. Wide variety of products to choose from, availability to sell and buy other consumers. So basically, it is a broad space which consists of many small markets in it. Now, what are the disadvantages? Delay in receiving goods, security issues, credit card frauds, buyers have to have a credit or debit card to purchase, consumers are not able to inspect products before purchase, need for an internet device or internet connection. So these benefits might not able to reach the rural areas or areas where internet connection is not very prominent. The consumers might have to pay an extra charge for shipping, taxes, and custom duties, difficulty in retaining or replacing faulty goods. So, to sum up the disadvantages, I would like to talk about how the process is not very efficient since there is a lot of process involved. There's always a delay in receiving goods and difficulty in retaining or replacing faulty goods since the businesses not or the government might not be very tech updated or driven. What are the 5 core components to be designed for your website? So, considering you are a B2G business, what are the components, what are the core components that you need to keep in mind while designing a website to attract more audience and in order to get more business? There should be a clear message and impact imagery, you need to be clear about what is the kind of impact that you are driving and what is the message of the company you're running. Responsive design. Now, basically, by responsive design, you mean addressing the needs of the audience. Educational content, like I said, educational content is also a very big factor while we're talking about B2G businesses. Search engine optimization. So search engine optimization is a core component for any kind of website you'll be designing, and using engagement tools to understand the needs of the audience and the people who are clicking onto your website. So that was it for the B2G video. Thank you so much and stay tuned for further videos.